after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Chubb will get the call running left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 44 yards. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On first down, it's Watson. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
the middle. It's Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A give. This is Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Slot man moves right. Watson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, to learn things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. down an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw, Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Watson on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And it's incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again. Watson. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 58 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. York on now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
67 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. In motion goes the tight end. Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Going up top. Touchdown! Jakeem Grant with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. York now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 171 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and
9. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And some space here. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The slot man in motion right. They run again on first down, Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football, they're almost surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The York on now for the extra point.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into open.
He's got a man, complete. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff as they run left side.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And it is good. He splits the uprights, and the Chiefs The Chiefs have won the football game.